pure in terms of wanting to assist. But I think in terms of the impact, long-term as well as short-term, it frames the continent as unchanging and as a continent that's in need of help, Western help.
Doesn't
and
it?
I find that to be, no, I think it's a continent that's incredibly vibrant. The song came out when I was 2 years old. The Africa of today is a different Africa from the Africa of 1984. And I think when you perpetuate these systems of the framing of Africa as unchanging and as needing assistance from the West, without recognizing that there have been changes, fundamental changes in the past 30 years, then you ultimately lose the essence of this fight against the virus.
But you've seen what's happening in Liberia. Sarah says Ebola is a crisis. People are dying now because the disease is ravaging through certain areas of the population. Surely they deserve an opportunity to live. If we can help, we should.
Absolutely, but Band-Aid is just that. It's an apt phrase in the sense that it puts short fixes on structural changes that need to take place. So if we really want to assist, then change the WTO trade rules that adversely affect the continent. Change the neoliberal policies of the World Bank and the IMF that adversely impact the continent in terms of its economic makeup. I think those are the structural changes that need to take place, not a song that's going to raise money. And we don't even know where the money is going,
okay.
First of all.
Esther, it's a Band-Aid, it's a plaster. It won't make much difference. We ought to be looking more long-term at structural changes.
Well, it's not either or, is it? And when you look at a plague like Ebola, which is, I mean, Bob Geldof saw the story of a doctor who wiped the tear from a 5-year-old child, and both died. The child was dying, the doctor died as a result. And that is what has motivated this. I don't think any of us can watch the pictures coming out of Africa of this terrible plague without wishing to do something. And Geldof has given us a way. Now, it's a song, and people sing for all kinds of reasons, but sometimes they sing because they care. And this song is being put together by all kinds of generations, young and old, because they care.
But why did we the song are problematic. The lyrics of the song are problematic.
Why did we buy...
They're incredibly ridiculous.
But why did we buy a poppy? There's something about a poppy. Rose is still wearing her poppy. We feel that we want to be able to make a difference. You can make it your way. I'll make it mine.
I just want to...
But the lyrics are ridiculous. The lyrics are incredibly problematic.
The lyrics, some of the lyrics have been changed, Robtel. And I don't know whether you're... well, 3 lyrics altogether, but I'll just ask you whether you're happy with them. So one of them was where the only water flowing is the bitter sting of tears. That was from the first Band-Aid. And it's been changed to where a kiss of love can kill you and there's death in every tear. And another one, which was sung by Bono, I think, Well, Tonight, Thank God It's Them Instead of You, on the first Band-Aid, has been changed to Well, Tonight, We're Reaching Out and Touching You.
Well, I think the first
sentiment of those.
The first change, first of all, frames the Ebola outbreak as death and doom. And the fact of the matter is there have been so many people, over 200 people, who've come out of this and survived. That says that their stories are invalidated.
What do you say?
By saying that particular...
200 people out of how many thousands have come out alive? There is an imbalance between the people who are coming west and being treated and the people who are in Africa and receiving no
it's not
treatment.
Africa. It's Liberia, Guinea, and Sierra Leone. That's the first thing.
Are they not in Africa?
Yes, but Africa is a 54-country continent. It's not a monolith.
So you don't care about those countries that are suffering?
I'm Liberian. Of course I care about those countries.
And what would you
I care about my family.
me to do? What would you like
I would like
me
you
to do?
To advocate for structural changes.
So go out there with a poster.
Precisely.
And not pay money.
Change the policies of the UK government. That is how you make a change in terms
of... Not send a clinic, not send doctors, not send nurses.
Liberians, Guineans, and Sierra Leones are already doing that. Liberians, Guineans, and Sierra Leones in the UK are doing that.
And the United Nations
and there are
us.
songs that have already been produced by African artists. Why is Geldof not supporting that?
So we only care about
It's a form of completely invalidating those efforts. And I have a fundamental problem with that as a Liberian citizen.
This country responds particularly to songs like Band-Aid. We can send...
Well, we need to change that.
Let's not ask the Brits to send millions of pounds to help your country and other African countries.
My country doesn't need saving. My country doesn't need saving.
And the dying people...
But there are people on the front lines, Liberians, Guineans, and Sierra Leones on the front lines, who are containing and fighting this disease.
So you want them to die?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You want them to die for the right political reasons.
That's not what I'm saying. Structural changes need to happen.
All right.
That's the bottom line.
Andrew. I understand.